My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're doing a karmic or third party reading. So if you know these readings kind of trigger you, this is not going to be the reading for you, okay? So we look at what's happening in the third party connection. And remember, this connection is always mirroring to you an aspect of yourself that's coming up for either healing or releasing. So when you're watching this reading, you also have to ask yourself, how are these two persons like me, like my shadow self, or like my light, or whatever it is? There's something here that Spirit is trying to teach you through this relationship. Okay, so we're not just doing this to have an idea of what's happening. Okay, because we are entitled to receive messages for our highest good so that we can make informed decisions about our lives. We are entitled to that. And Spirit will give us that because you're not allowed to spy and tarot, right? You can't. Spirit is always going to protect the sovereignty and autonomy of everyone. Okay? All right. So in the extended, we look at your relationship. I have a channel letter here from your person. I will delve deep into your connection, see what's going to be their next actions towards you, the advice, the main advice that they're getting about you, and from whom. But this public reading is about the third party. Okay. All right. So let's get some significators for the two people involved. So this is a relationship that's not you and your person. It's if your person has somebody else. Okay. September booking. Let me see in September. December bookings are now booked out, right? People have started to book January, and they've just started. So I think the available dates are from 11th of January right back. Is still available. Okay. All right. What do we have here? There's a risk that's unlocked here. It's interesting because they talk about risk in that letter. Right? There's no risk in the connection. So I feel this card symbolizes the decision, the crossroads that your person is at. They either stay here where they are under constant attack, because they talk about that in the letter. I can read that part for you. Where they're under constant attack, or they come towards you, try to build something new here with that Three of Pentacles vibes. But this, and they've unlocked this timeline, right? But this is very risky. Okay, so for them it's a risk either way. There's a risk to their sanity here. In fact, there's a risk to their sanity in both cases, right? So this is what your person might be grappling with at this time. All right, let's get a significator for your person in this connection. And we got two. We have criticism. They talk about that in the letter also, right? We have criticism. So it looks like each person pointing fingers at each other. It's your fault. This is why we are this, blah, 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 blah. If only you would do this, everything would be nice and peachy. So there's a lot of, both people, both people, because they say they're fighting back, both people emasculating each other, putting the blame on each other, projecting all their wounding on each other, saying a lot of harsh things. Okay. And if we wanted clarity, we have quarreling. So we have it all here, right? So it's a constant battle that is waged in this karmic connection. There isn't any peace, and your person does talk about that in the letter as well. So I love when I get confirmation of the letter in the reading. I really do. All right, so your person is battle royale, but from what they were saying, it's like it's battle royale every day. There's no break. In fact, they say rinse and repeat. That's what they said. Rinse and repeat. All right. All right. Energy for the karmic in the situation. Time's up. We have versatility. So they're trying to bend over backwards for this connection, right? Their usual tactics of having your person, bend to their every whim. there's now flip script. They also talk about that. So I'm glad I'm getting all all the messages that I need, right? It's now the karmic that's bending over backward for this connection, trying to find a way, trying to be versatile, trying to do new things, okay, to keep this relationship going. To keep this relationship going. Before, it would have been your person bending over backward, right? Because this relationship, because the dynamics are always in a space of unbalance, right? For it to be sustained, it's not sustained by both persons. It's like one person giving 90% and whilst the other person giving 10% all the time, right? Okay, so now it's their turn to bend over backwards for this connection because your person's not doing it anymore. Before, your person would have been the bend over backward person, whilst they would have been the criticism person. But now the flip has occurred. That flipped in the script has occurred, and now it's the karmic trying to find everything in order to keep this connection alive. Okay? Let's go into the tarot. Let's look at your person's headspace where the karmic is concerned. When I think about the karmic and the karmic connection, how are they processing this mentally? We have the Three of Swords. Okay, and the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is about heart healing, but this is about, trying to distance oneself from a third party. It could be, because it's about removing the swords or the thorns in your side. Okay, and this karmic has been a thorn in your person's side. Your person's been a thorn, the karmic side. If we have to be fair, right? So this is what your person's thinking about right now. Headspace. We have the King of Swords, right? And if you notice here in this King of Swords card, he's busting out of a box that looks like a coffin. So it's someone who was once confined. And because it's swords, and swords are thoughts, may have been confined by their thoughts, but they're bursting out of that and setting themselves free. So they're seeing the truth of the situation, that this situation is dead. They're in a coffin. Your person's in a coffin. This is dead, right? So that's what they're realizing. We have Justice card in reverse. It's unbalanced all the time. There's never this 50-50. There's never this balancing of the scales. So it's boom or boom. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and that's a card of illusion. And then we have Temperance. Okay, so what your person is looking for in their life right now is balance. Okay, the extremes, especially the extreme ups and downs of this connection has your person exhausted. And that's why they're trying to break out of this paradigm that they're in right now, right? They're realizing it's just a continuous cycle of drama. They're also realizing as well that their perfect image of this connection that they had previously or before they really fully engaged in this karmic connection, it was all an illusion. It was an illusion created by both of them, not just one person, created by both of them, right? They each saw what they wanted to see in the other person. They each projected a perfect, the word perfect keeps coming up, a perfect image or an idealized image of each other onto each other. And now that they've each fallen from their respective pedestals, they can't stand each other. They can't. Neither of them. Neither of them can stand each other. And that's what's happening here. Temperance is the burning away of all illusions. All illusions. And revealing only the truth. We have anxious, okay? So your person feeling unsettled in this connection. There's no rest. There's no rest. Ooh. We have empowered. Yeah, and it falls right on that breaking out of the box card. So even this connection here, this karmic connection that they're in, might be a kind of mold or template that runs in your person's ancestry and even the karmic's ancestry, right? This mold, you're being stuck in this unbalanced thing where each person, it's just a fight for turf, a fight for territory. It might be a mold or template that exists in the ancestry, many generations of the same mold, of the same kind of relationship, right? And I feel like this is your person taking back their power from this ancestral karma, from this ancestral dysfunction, and committing to do something differently. And that's a message that we got last week where we talk about, karmic ancestors. Not every ancestor is high vibrational. So for those who connect to the ancestors, always ask for a high vibrational ancestor to come through, because not every ancestor is wise. Some of them were steeped in dysfunction. And it feels like this relationship that we see in pain out here might have been one of your person's ancestral templates. So they're breaking out of that and stepping into authenticity. And do you know Merriam-Webster dictionary, they always issue a word for the year, right? Through, people's, big brother, big sisters always listening. So they are listening to what people are talking about, what people search for on the internet. And what was the main search? Authenticity. The word authenticity. And that tells you the general push that the world is heading into. When the word of the year could be authenticity, being true to yourself, being honest, having integrity. Right? So don't get distracted by the other things that might be happening out there. This world is evolving. People might want to point to different things that we see highlighted in the media. It makes you think that this world is going to shit. No, it's not. It's evolving. We have annoyed. Sorry, we had empowered, relieved, annoyed. I'll pull cards on that, of course. And then we have guilty. All right, so let's see why we're getting these. They feel empowered in this connection at this time. We have Page of Cups. And that's the first step. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, they've been doing a lot of healing, right? And what they're realizing right now is that they're ready to move on and move forward. They're ready to move away from this karmic relationship. We have the Eight of Wands here. And move into an era that is hallmarked by something new. That's based on love, right? That's not based on this box, this template, traditions and conventions, or dysfunction. That's based on love. That's based on genuine feeling for each other. That's what your person realized they want. And because they know what they want now, it's easy to take the actions that they need to take. They are relieved at what? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of them, this is my divorce card, breakup card. So for some of them, they are going through a breakup. And they're relieved that's happening because things got too dysfunctional. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? It was like just too much upheaval for your person to handle. They couldn't deal with it anymore. Look at them here. Stressed out. So they decided to take action. Now, in this connection, they are annoyed at what? We have the Knight of Wands. Annoyed at themselves. Okay? That they made a decision, based on lust. It wasn't anything deep. It was something superficial. So they're annoyed at themselves that they made the wrong choice. We have Two of Wands in reverse. They had a choice and they made the wrong one. And they feel like a fool. Why are they feeling guilty though? Ten of Swords in reverse. I think it's the pain that they may have caused you. Yes, exactly. Yeah. They were juggling two situations and they really regret having hurt you. But they also regret having hurt the karmic too. They treated neither of you fairly. And they're realizing that now. Everybody in this connection deserves love and respect. And it looks like your person did not respect either of you. Let's ask Spirit what's happening in this connection at this time. The main themes. Main themes in this connection. So we looked at their heart space. We looked at your person's head space of the karmic. What are the main themes playing out in this connection? We have Thanksgiving. Well, we just came out of Thanksgiving. So maybe they celebrated Thanksgiving together. Okay, we have Ask God. So it feels like somebody is asking universe, source energy, God, ancestors, God, goddess, whatever you conceptualize higher power to be, higher consciousness, whatever it is, right? Somebody is asking for divine intervention at this time. We'll see who that is. We have a sister coming through here. Maybe it's a sister, I don't know. We have a nosy Nancy. It could be a sister's a nosy Nancy here. That's come through before. And then we have a sibling rivalry. Alrighty. So what I'm getting from these cards that are appearing is that a sibling rivalry or ongoing sibling rivalry played a part in the decisions that your person made. Maybe even the decision to date or marry or live with or move in with this karmic. There's something about this karmic relationship that your person thought their siblings or people who they consider to be their siblings, okay, may not be by blood, might be jealous of, and your person wanted that recognition, they wanted that validation, they wanted the people around them to be jealous of their relationship, right? And they thought that the karmic would be the perfect candidate, whatever it is about the karmic. Maybe the karmic is well educated, maybe they look good, maybe they have social standing, whatever it is, or maybe they have all three, I don't know, right? But they thought there's something about this karmic that's going to make their siblings flip out with jealousy. Okay, so as we can see, when we look at what would have been the underpinnings of this relationship, we already got lost, and now we have a sibling rivalry also coming through. So love didn't have nothing to do with it, right? This was something that was well orchestrated by your person to elevate their standing in other people's eyes. All right, so who's asking God for intervention here? We have the Empress. Well, that's you. That's you. Let me get further clarity on that. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what I get from this is, now this is a card of releasing, okay? So it feels like you released your attachment to your person, and this pushed them closer towards the divine. And it looks like they're asking God to bring you back into their life. That's what it looks like to me. I'll pull another card for clarity, but that's what I'm getting. Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're fighting for you and this connection. Because in my readings, all upright court cards are divine energies. So the Empress, that's you. So it looks like when you release this person from your life is when they started fighting for this connection and fighting for change in this karmic relationship. We have the wheel here. All right, tell us about this sister spirit. Why is the sister coming through? All right, we have the hermit in reverse. She's a busybody. This sister's a busybody. 5 of Wands in reverse and likes to cause a lot of confusion. Right? Likes to cause a confusion and cause a lot of confusion. And it looks like this sister might be very traditional here. And they may think that they have power. Maybe it's an older sister. I'm an older sister, so I know we can be very interfering and bossy. So it could be that. Right? Yeah, 9 of Wands. They're flexing their power, their muscle in this connection. So we have a sister here that's very interfering. But why is this sister coming up in this reading? All right, so they're nosy. So what? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like your person doesn't have a good relationship with this sister here. And this sister likes to manipulate people. I'm really drawn to the puppeteering. Right? So this sister likes to control people, likes to manipulate people for their own benefit and amusement. And this has been an ongoing thing because we have sibling rivalry coming through here. And you see, remember, the Lovers is about the choice. So I'm right on point when I say that part of their decision making regarding this karmic was how they would look in the eyes of their siblings or those who they consider to be their brothers and sisters, because they wanted people to be envious. They wanted people to be envious. Including this sister here that keeps coming through here. This could also be like a sister at church, but some sort of busybody. They wanted this person to be envious. Envy me. Envy me. Let me ask Spirit. We'll just get 2 cards. What's holding these people together? We have the blasted tower. Things that they may have built together. Tower also represents the ego. Okay? Right? But the tower moment is usually when the ego falls. Okay? But it's the walls that we've built up. And we have the Hanged One. Okay? So this, what's keeping them together? They're together by divine design. They're together because of divine design. This is how your person is getting the enlightenment, the epiphanies, the downloads that they need to move on, right? Okay, so it feels like there's a tower moment that's coming soon, right? But it looks like they've both been working hard previously to keep this tower from falling. To keep this tower from falling. But what's going to cause the fall of this tower is each person getting the truth and downloads and epiphanies about their situation. And this is what's going to cause this tower to fall. So they're together by divine design. Okay? And at one point, you were propping up this tower with your attachment. Right? Because at one point, your person was having their cake and eating it too. And once they were having their cake and eating it too, then they saw no reason for this tower to fall. They would just ride this until whenever. Ride this energy till whenever. But when you remove yourself, you remove one of the main pillars from this karmic tower. And that's why it's falling now. So based on what we see here, what can we expect? No, that's not what I want to ask. What, because we're asking nothing the extended. What is your person Yes. What can we expect? That's the question here. What can we expect to be the outcome of this connection within a month of you watching this reading? I was asking the right question. We have Two of Cups in reverse. So we have that breakup again. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is the divorce card and breakup card again. So we have it twice. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And that's people kind of giving up on the relationship. No longer putting energy there. And then we have the Fool, which is a new beginning, the leap of faith. Okay, so we started with the leap of faith and we're ending with the leap of faith. So what can we expect? It looks like a person makes a decision to leave this behind. To stop putting any effort and energy into this connection. Not even their anger. Just giving it no energy whatsoever. Just taking that leap of faith. We have two cards that talk about breakup. The Two of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They're leaving this dysfunction behind because Ten of Pentacles in reverse can also talk about dysfunctional family members. And Two of Cups in reverse can also talk about dysfunctional relationships. They're leaving all that behind. Okay? What's the advice for you? So in the extended, we will read this channeled letter from your person. And then we're going to look into your connection. We're going to look at the dominant advice they're receiving about you and from whom. And what's going to be a person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. We have Chariot of Ascension. So you're heading upward. You're heading upward. The Brother in Darkness. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Beautiful card. All right, let's see what's the Brother in Darkness. Just read a few lines. You know, feminine energy is about your power. Overcoming negative energy by stepping into your power, which is exactly what your person's doing. And whilst they're being asked to do that on a 3D level, it looks like you are being asked to do that on a 5D level. Remember, it's teamwork. All right, so there's a battle that's being waged here on both planes, the 3D and the 5D plane. All right, let's see. One time it starts with the. It does. Okay. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that you are ready to move more deeply into your divine feminine power. The Brother in Darkness indicates that there's a negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you, that is providing you with a spiritual test. Beloved, initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There's no need to be afraid. And listen, let me tell you, it is interesting that we got this card. I woke up. Well, I was waking up. And you know that period between you're coming out of your sleep, but you're not yet awake. And it's a very powerful psychic time. And as I was coming out of the dream state, but not yet awake, this morning, just this morning, with my third eye, I saw, the only way to describe it is a demonic entity, like right up in my face, right up in my face. But this is my job, so I was not scared. But I was wondering, what was this? And then it occurred to me that this is an old energy that is attached to me, and that there is some sort of vow or contract between us that is now coming up for releasing. And I feel like it's coming up now because I have put the devil in reverse by releasing my attachment to my person and that karmic connection. So this karmic connection was representing this entity that it seems like has been with me for so many past lives. So immediately I did a rescind and revoke, right? Revoking my agreements or my contracts or my understandings, whether implicit or explicit, with this entity and this energy in all directions of time and in all dimensions. And from the moment I did that, poof, it went. But that's to tell you that we can be toting around a lot of negative energy and not even know it. So this card talking about negative energy around you, there certainly could be that. But negative energy around you will only be attracted to negative energy within you. I remember that card that we got with the last reading. That's what's causing the most interference is what's inside our heart. We really have to take a look at that, right? So if you find a lot of negative things happening around you at this time, they're attracted to what's happening in your heart space. Okay? Our ancestors gave us that message last week. I think it was the last reading last week. And they're telling us here again, there's something within you that negative energy is attracted to. Okay? And they're saying that this is a test. There's a test that you are currently moving through because you are ready to progress more deeply into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. The test is in the guise of a negative energy source, either within you or apparently outside of you. In truth, we are all one. This is true. Everything comes from the light, even the negative energy, right? Right? Apparently, it is in truth we are all one, and the world is our mirror for whatever healing task lies within. Even though sometimes the source of difficulty appears to be external, rather than an opportunity for us to gain mastery with our own responses through inner healing. So everything is reflecting us. Karmic relationships are reflecting us. Wars in other parts of the world reflect our own inner struggle. So you see what's happening in Palestine that feels so far divorced from us, and what's happening in Congo that feels so far divorced from us. It is a reflection of who we are and the war that is waging within. And when we solve that war within, you'll be surprised. We have to do our own part in our part of the world to figure shit out on earth. And it starts with us. It always starts with us. Okay? So there's something within you that is negative or unbalanced, let's call it unbalanced, that needs your urgent attention. Okay? All right, so if this resonates with you, join me in the extended. Let's read a letter. Let's see what your person has to say. But remember, there's something that Spirit is trying to bring your attention to. There's something that's really dense deep within that is searching for release right now. Okay? My love, that was your reading. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Your likes, your shares, your comments down below, full stops down below, just emojis down below, in the comment section. And for those of you who have been engaging with the ads, thank you so very much. Please do it for any reader, any influencer, any creator that you enjoy, right? It's a beautiful energy exchange. Take care.